leave your answer like that. Okay? If you wish to distribute that in and clean it up, you're welcome to do so as well. Neither answer is any more right than the other one, but if they ask you to write the simplified equation, then yes, it would be your responsibility to distribute and clean this up. So 2 plus 2 is 4. And there are some advantages to this. However, you can't just look at this and tell me what the first number is. Okay? However, you can look at this and say, oh, well, the first number was 2, and everything's changing by -2. Well, you could tell me how it's changing here as well, but just by looking at it, you may not be able to tell the first term. So the second one over here, our first number is a half. Okay, we can have fractions. Plus the difference times n minus 1. And again, you're welcome to leave it just like that. But if you are asked for whatever reason to give a simplified version, okay, so we distribute in. This is a 5 here. And then I do the arithmetic here. So I get 5n, 1/2 minus 5. That is actually -9/2 as a fraction. And that's how I would leave it. Again, neither of these are any more correct than the other one. But if you're just asked for an equation, you're welcome to leave this. Matter of fact, I kind of would prefer that because it's simpler for you. Okay, you're less likely to make any sign errors, distributing in if you don't actually have to distribute. All right. Now that's when they just hand you the stuff. But what happens if they don't hand it to you? Okay. What happens if they give you a list of numbers and they say, hey, give me a formula and then find the 10th number in the list? Okay. Well, that's not that bad. So the first thing I have to do is determine how is it changing. So I'm just going to say, what do I have to do to 5 to get to 8? I can add 3. So that's my common difference here. My first number here is 5. So now I just have to plug into the formula. So a sub n equals 5 plus 3 times n minus 1. That's my equation. Now, to get the 10th term, to find a sub 10, I'm simply going to substitute 10 in for n. So show me this, and then tell me what the answer is. I completely expect you to type that into the calculator, but you've got to show me this step. Okay? So 10 minus 1 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 5 plus 27 is 32. So that's my answer for this example. Pretty simple, I'm hoping. Now over here, okay, you got to ask yourself, what do you have to do to go from 23 to 19? What do you have to do to go from 19 to 15? And it has to be the same. Okay, just like over here. The pattern had to continue. It had to be 3 in both places. In this case, they're subtracting 4. So my common difference is negative. That's okay. I can live with that. And my first number here is 23. Okay, no big deal. So my explicit rule is going to be a sub n equals the first number. In this case, minus 4. You could say plus -4, I don't care. Times n minus 1. And then to find a sub 10, I'm going to do 23 minus 4 times 10 minus 1. And again, show me this, and then show me the number that you get out of the calculator. 10 minus 1 is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. 23 minus 36, that's negative 13. So that's my answer. Okay, so now what I'm going to ask you to do is you have all the information you need. Okay, you may complete page 1 in the packet. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, the first part asks you to write a recursive form sequence. So that's like what we did at the very beginning of the video. Part B asks for the explicit form, which is this right here. C asks for the next 2 terms of the sequence, which you could hopefully do without coming up with a rule. Okay, and then Part D asks for the 10th term in the sequence. So you have all the tools you need for that. Okay. Now the homework, not due until Friday, is page 825, 1 to 23 the odd, and number 55. Okay. Again, that's page 825, 1 to 23 the odd, and number 55. That's due on Friday. Otherwise, you are welcome to work on the midterm review, which we are taking tomorrow. Have a good day.